Hello everyone, greetings, thanks for tuning in. My name is Jerry and you've reached my channel in the middle of the forest, in the middle of the road, in the middle of the Denali, driving to work like I normally do. And I waited for the dinker this time. Shocking. I would like to extend a big congratulations to Debbie Savings. Debbie, you won the contest yesterday. Congratulations. You get the keto chow soups to be able to prepare for your Thanksgiving recipe. So recipes, I will be sending those out to you this week and I will let you know. So stay tuned for that. So in keeping with the theme of Thanksgiving, everyone, being thankful, of course, in the month of November, I choose personally to do a religious fast, and I do the religious fast after Thanksgiving. I count 40 days because when I start it, I count and end until January 11th. Because that's my mother's birthday, and my mother died of colon cancer. So, along the lines of Dr. Fung's belief, I understand a lot of people do not agree with the super extended fastings. I get it. I understand. However, I've been doing this now for the past 14 years. Yeah, it's 24. So for the past 14 years, and my body actually looks forward to it. So it's tradition. It's something that I look forward to in prayer and in supplication. And of course, this month after the elections, being very, very, very thankful. So without further ado, here are the start of the series for this week. Started the series, 10 holiday tips for your Thanksgiving. But today, I'm going to only do 5 today. The first 5, the second 5, I'll do tomorrow. Wednesday, it'll be something else. Thursday, Friday, etc. So this is my top 5 Thanksgiving holiday party tips. Number 1, remember what the day is. It's Thanksgiving. It's a day of thanks. We are with our family, with our friends. We're all gathered together. Do things when you're on the carnivore diet. There's going to be a lot of temptations. I know, because I used to be a caterer and I used to make all the things, exclamation point. And it was always focused on food because that's what the client wanted. They wanted me to make the food. They'd set the stage insofar as the festivities for the table decorations. They'd ask me my suggestions, so I'm going to give you guys 2 of the top suggestions that clients used to ask me for when I would tell them to focus on being thankful. I would have people write out on a note paper, have a little fish bowl at the front door upon entry, write out the things that they're thankful for right out of the jump. First thing, what are you thankful for here today at the doings, at the party? Maybe you would like to do a little bit of games for the party. They don't have to be meat-related games, of course. That's something I have to tell you guys a story. Being that we're from southeastern Wisconsin, when we came up here, they do meat raffles up in the North Woods. You enter, you generally it's done at a bar or a supper club, and you enter, buy tickets, 5 for $25, enter your name to win some meat. So that's a thing up here. Go figure. Let me know if that's a thing down by you guys. Another suggestion that I would give to the client would be to provide beverages. Provide beverages for all the parties. Now, specifically, I'm going to be talking about carnivore. So, if you do the carnivore diet, and whether you host or you don't, have things there that you can drink. There's going to be a lot of sugar. There's going to be sugar drinks, sodas. There's going to be a lot of alcohol. You might want to consider bringing your own mineral water, flavored mineral water. I personally love my soda stream because that's all it is the well water. We have well water in our house. So I give it a couple pushes and that's it. It's just water. There's no natural flavors. There's no additives, but that works for me. That's my suggestion. In keeping along with the food, now we're going to shift to topic number 2, food. Sharing your food, whether you're the host or you are a guest in the home. Think meat. My experience with the carnivore diet is it doesn't get any simpler than being a carnivore because I eat all the meats. I will make, for example, what I did last year, and this is Christmas, I'm going to deviate off just a little bit. Last year at the Christmas doings at the stepdaughters, I made everything carnivore. They didn't have a clue. Nobody had a clue. I'm turning right now. Nobody knew. I didn't boast it from the ceiling saying, guess what, everybody? This is only meat products in this particular dish. It was none of that. People actually enjoyed, sorry Lisa, they enjoyed my food, I think, more than hers. It was satiating. It was full of fat. The portions, people kind of sort of limited it themselves because of the high fat ratio. The satiety in pork belly, they would ask and say, what are these little cubes? These are big cubes of bacon. You tell them, oh no, it's pork belly. And it's done crisp. I have it done crisp in the air fryer. I made deviled eggs in different ways, all using the Chris Cooking Nashville mayonnaise. Some of the deviled eggs had cheese on top. Some of the deviled eggs had bacon on top. Some had ham. But that was my food, my side dish that I brought. Plan ahead, whether it's your party or you're a guest. Snacks, pork rinds go great with the majority of dips. Just think, it's, I'll keep probably reiterating this on the video, but if you think meat and carnivore, anything that comes from an animal, what type of animal? Animal. Chicken, beef, pork, fish, salmon. The world is your oyster. Anything animal related, anything that was alive and is edible. Basically, that's really what it is. So insofar as snacks are concerned with the pork rinds, you can nuke them up in the microwave. There's a certain brand out there that has that. You can actually go to, and I prefer this, in Milwaukee, we had a local Mexican store, and that store sold the pork rinds, and I take them home and put them in an air fryer, and oh my heavens, heavens, they were delicious, especially how I make them with beef tallow. The little itty pieces of pork rinds. I put it in a basket, put it over my stove in beef tallow. Well, that's because I have beef tallow, generally speaking, on hand more than I do lard. But you can use lard because it's pork. It's a meat product. Put them in oil, snap, crackle, pop. These little itty bitty pieces come out like delicious, crunchy, crispy. Like, remember when you were a kid and you put the milk on the Rice Krispie treats and you put your ear in it? That's how pork rinds are. And if they're done right, just pork rinds and just Redmond's real salt, or even Himalayan pink salt if you want to. Some people, I don't choose to get fancy. I have cooked the pork rinds and made a, for lack of a better term, the Chex Mix seasoning and sprinkled it on there. I've also made the pork rinds into something sweet, which is not carnivore at all. They call them Muddy Buddies, in the sugar-free chocolate chips. Cut up the pork rinds, break them up very tiny, put it in the chocolate chips, put them in some powdered allulose. Muddy Buddies. That was a dessert, but it's not carnivore. I digress again. The menu is so important. You want to, if you're a guest somewhere, know the menu of your host. See what your host has. Let them know, oh, I can make salmon bites. And bring your air fryer. You can ask if they have an air fryer. And you can make a simple hors d'oeuvre. So simple, so delicious. You can use a sauce if you want. I'm not anti-sauce, and I'm not anti-seasoning, but just be very simple when it comes to the food prep. You don't want to be lugging a cooler full of ingredients to the guest's home. You don't want to offend. You want to compliment their menu, but you also want to, and this is number 4, this is also very important, you want to remember your personal goals. I started this video off and I said, don't go into a holiday talking about, number 1, if you're fasting like me. I don't scream that from the mountaintops. It's nobody's business but mine. I know what my goals are because, frankly, I tripped up. I lost 163 pounds, and then I gained 50 pounds back, and it's been a yo-yo. This past year, for me, it's just been a mess with the back surgery. I'll be frank. It's just not good insofar as my weight loss goals are concerned because I'm limited in my exercise. That's a whole other issue. Sticking to the facts, Jerry. Stick to the facts. This is the 5th point and the last point for today. There are a lot of carnivore side dishes out there that, again, thinking meat, having as a side. You can do a side of a bacon cheeseburger soup. You put ground beef in there. I use beef bone broth. I use cream cheese. I'll put in, depending on what the menu is, of course, maybe I'll use some cheddar, maybe I'll use some Swiss, not American. Definitely not, because that's got oil in it. Not good. Those are my day number 1, 5 tips for being a carnivore during the holidays. Stay tuned until tomorrow. I'm going to give you my last 5 tips on how to stay carnivore at parties during the Thanksgiving holiday season. Thank you, everybody, for listening. I appreciate it. If you don't mind, on your way out, please give me a thumbs up, like it, comment below. Let me know. Even if you're keto, carnivore, let me know. Let me know your thoughts. I appreciate you all out there. I am so close to 1K, I can just taste it. 5 away when I checked this morning. I'm 5 subscribers away from 1,000. So share if you want to. Also, like, share, subscribe, all the things if you're new to my channel. Take care, everybody. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Cheers.